The B-side in boxing.
B-side shit.
B-side.
B-side and the B-side.
You got a B-side.
The B-side.
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 That B-side thing.
This is the B-Sides Boxing Podcast.
Timer is running. Here we go. Boxing B-Sides. Holy shit, boys. We are back to talk the fights. Joined by the one and only Saul and Josh.
Welcome back.
Homies.
That's good.
How goes it?
We're back. Homies at large.
Homies
Yeah.
at large.
Did you collect those little figurines that were called homies?
Oh, you know what? Yeah, I know what you're talking about. They come in the barrels or something.
Yeah, they would come with
No.
candy or some shit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I did not, but I think they were before my time.
I've seen like clips of those.
I recognized them, but they were before my time.
Yeah, I probably showed my unk status by mentioning those. But it's all good. Let's get something out of the way really quick. UFC Freedom 250 took place on June 14th. That is in today's date zone. It was about what you would expect. It was a lot of matches that were made to produce stoppages. So Diego Lopez got a good one, stoppage in 2. Bo Nickel, who's not a striker, got a TKO in the first. Josh Hokit showed his ass. He won the fight, but he very uncool shit in the
He won a lawsuit too.
post-fight interview. Very lame.
So, Michelle Obama. I'm not gonna repeat the whole thing, but you
Yeah.
talk about Michelle Obama.
I'm just.
So I don't know what the hell these people's obsession over Michelle Obama is. They want to make, well, from what I've noticed with these types, kind of on a tangent, like they want to make black women seem masculine, to make them seem lesser, At least that's what I see. It's like a racist dog whistle.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's generally the prerogative of the very chud aligned UFC.
Yeah, bunch of fucking pussies.
They either make them into like mammies or butch women.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like Michelle Obama is what like they wish they could fucking have. Brilliant, educated, eloquent, graceful, fucking way more patience than I would ever show. And yeah. Y'all wish.
You just described Virgil Ortiz.
But wrapping it up with this Freedom 250 shit, Cyril Gane beats Alex Pereira to claim the interim heavyweight title, and Justin Gaethje rallies back to beat Ilia Topuria to claim the lightweight title. Holy shit.
I'm not glad. I felt pretty American after that.
Man, Topuria fucking sucks, dude. What is this?
I used to claim he would, back before Boots left 147, that Topuria could hang with anyone but Boots at 147, because it was a really weak division, like Barrios.
Yeah. Oh, it was bad.
Yeah. So maybe not so much anymore.
That was pretty fucking awesome, dude. I'm not gonna lie. But UFC's cooked now, so thank you very much, Dana White, for cooking your own sport. Go fuck yourself.
One can say it's always been cooked, but.
Well, actually, I take that back, because you know what? He probably did that on purpose to focus on boxing.
What do you
His
mean?
bunch of love.
His real love was power slap, but it didn't work out.
His real love is slapping his wife.
Hence, power slap.
His power slap slapping his wife with a power slap. We could cut that out. The main. That's for the Patreon.
But yeah, if you want to get
Lord.
more UFC chatter, we talk over on Ultimate Effing Casuals. We talk through the whole the whole card in very great detail. This was like the highlight of recent weeks. Into the boxing news and rumors and such. First things first, the boxing survey continues. bxng.co/survey. Tell me what you think about the titles. And the Muhammad Ali Boxing Revival Act. We still have time. We still have a chance. Go to luxmedia.net/bsides. Get the contact information for your senators and let them know you strongly oppose this legislation, and they should too. Now, Alexander Usyk has vacated his titles. He said he has one fight left before he retires. He's calling it his last dance. And the possible opponents are Deontay Wilder or John Jones.
Yeah, it's about to be Wilder.
It's about to be Wilder. That being said, even Wilder in his diminished state is still better than the 97 Jazz that the Bulls faced during the actual real-life Last Dance. So, respect there.
Over my head with that one.
The Last Dance is about like the last championship the Bulls won
the
as
Jordan
like
Bulls?
the Jordan Bulls, but they played like a really shitty Karl Malone Jazz team.
I thought Karl Malone was good.
Playoff dropper and his off the court intriguing. Yeah. Point is the Jazz that Jazz team is not great, and I hold Deontay Wilder in higher regard.
Also, here?
I think also Usyk, honestly, like he's in that like late stage Lennox Lewis part of his career. Remember he dropped it to fight Michael Grant, and Rodman wasn't even supposed to be a mandatory or anything of any kind. So he's in that phase where he just fights who he wants. Wilder is better than Michael Grant. I don't know if that's a controversial take.
I don't think so.
Not at all.
No, Michael Grant was rough. But people are up in arms for no reason, but because they fall for the shiny new toy instead of kind of being a little more content with what you have now.
Is that expecting Usyk to take his mandatories? Specifically Caballel?
I think Caballel is the one that I'm like, okay, if everyone was expecting like Itama, like the real future of the division, because you have to remember Caballel isn't like a spring chicken in this division. He's been around for a while. I'd be a little more amenable, but like it's just I feel like the pressure in quotation marks on Usyk to face this mandatory is a little overblown.
Well, it's not a mandatory anymore because now he's champion.
No, he dropped the belt. Yeah, and
Caballel's the champ.
This is if Dillian White became champ. This is the honestly really funny turn of events. Who's in the WBC rankings for?
Let's have a look.
I'll take a peek because I'm like, who's in the rankings so we can really see who Caballel will fight next.
Number 1, Tyson Fury, Lawrence Okoli, Atama, Hrgovic.
It's gonna be Atama.
AJ.
Okay, so I'm assuming Moses, Itama, Hrgovic, and then they call the mandatory from that fight.
I don't think Atama's ever gonna fight Usyk, dude.
No, it's Caballel.
It's Caballel now.
Oh, Caballel.
He got elevated. So I was gonna say like Itama fighting Caballel Honestly, probably a little easier than Frank Sanchez for the style in regards to style matchup.
Well, that's also not happening either because, I mean, Moses Thomas ranked higher in other organizations, not the WBC.
Yeah, but he's Turkey's favorite.
He's top
and
5
the
in everyone, isn't he?
He's top 5 in every single one, so he has his choice of, especially because these current belt holders, like it's gonna be Gassiev or Yoka, which is hilarious. It's gonna be Caballel, which is hilarious, and it's Frank Sanchez, which is hilarious.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is that what's the easiest route for him to go on and get a belt? That's what Queensberry's gonna do. They're not gonna put
Probably
him with the
Caballel.
Wolves yet. And you got Danny Dubois. Remember, you got Daniel Dubois.
Yeah, so it's definitely Caballel who's the easiest.
Do you think Caballel's easier than Frank Sanchez?
Yeah, stylistically, yeah.
Stylistically,
I don't know if I
I'm
agree
saying-
with that.
I highly disagree with that.
I'm saying stylistically just because, okay, with Sanchez, maybe Itama has problems with range because Hrgovic also does not use range well. He uses leverage well.
Mhm.
Maybe, that's unproven. But we saw with basically his entire career has been guys who will step to him, and at least it's easier to do the mental calculus on Itama being good enough to take out a guy constantly stepping to him with leaky defense than, who knows, maybe he has some problem boxing at range.
Nah, man, I'm telling you,
And
I
you can-
genuinely think that Frank Sanchez is probably the easier fight. I know it doesn't seem like it, considering how they look.
If Yoka wins,
That's
next
a different
weekend-
story. Yeah.
If Yoka
well,
wins,
yeah.
it's Yoka. It's Yoka.
Yeah, it's Yoka, but
100%.
I was gonna say Gassiev, for all his flaws, for being fat and terrible, he's got more IQ than the other guys.
I mean, who knows? I mean, the thing is, if they really want to fuck up Itama's career, they could go put him with Danny Dubois or fucking
Yeah.
Fabio
Depends
Wardley.
depends on the belief. I think
Yeah.
depends on how heavy of a hand Turkey's taking with the matchmaking. If he's really playing action figures, you do Caballel Dubois.
he's in poor health though. I don't know if we talked about that, but he's in ailing health.
Yes, I think we did last time, but
Yeah.
that's why I'm like, it depends on how active of a hand he has. If he's taken a step back because of his health issues, then we see more. Let's wait and see matchmaking.
I would say he's probably more, since he's a Queensberry fighter. I'm seeing how Queensberry and the man Turkey Al Sheikh haven't been seeing eye to eye. I feel like Queensberry is not really gonna want to feel easy letting the guy out like that. You know,
Yeah,
they're gonna build him up like how they should. They're gonna have him fight a easy but formidable fighter, and then from there they'll put him with more tough competition. Also, I feel like they don't want to set him up with one of the guys in the beginning because, I mean, they got Daniel Dubois, one of their guys, as champion. They got Caballel, one of the guys as champion. I mean, wouldn't it be better to spread out your eggs?
Have
know?
him go for the IBF. And get
Have
a
him go for the
third
IBF,
belt
exactly, yeah.
in the stable.
yeah.
Exactly. They'll own the division.
You go for Sanchez then.
Except
I think
for
Sanchez is
Tony
probably the best
Yoka in the City of Light, the lone pillar.
Yoka's so weak though. That's the thing. If Yoka wins that fight, I cannot understate how especially because it's not Itama passes the eye test in a way that most heavyweights don't. I am only least confident in Dubois Sanchez because Sanchez can spoil.
You're saying Sanchez can spoil? Dude, Caballel can spoil. He is the
Caballel.
spoiler.
Now I'm talking place spoiler style wise.
Style what? I don't know, dude.
Stylistically, Sanchez can be negative and spoil.
But again, it depends on how much Sanchez can move. I mean, I know his last fight wasn't long, but throughout the fight, he wasn't really moving like how he used to.
To be fair, he didn't really need to with Torres.
No, he didn't need to, but he didn't show off that he still had it like that. Again, he didn't need to, but he didn't show it. So it doesn't prove to me that he can move and box like how he used to.
Yeah.
A one-hitter quitter. Because against Caballel, he had knee issues, which is why I was kind of betting against him with Richard Torres, because we don't know with
how bad they are.
right with a round and a half. We can't really say whether or not he's really over it.
That's true.
Exactly. And also, again, Caballero is he's a risky fighter for seemingly, might not be as much pay. I don't know.
All of them except for Dubois are around a similar pay.
That's what I'm saying. It's not why go for someone that's harder for, not as much of not a guaranteed bigger payout.
Not sure. Honestly, Turkey's ailing health could also be in the other direction where he might want to see his action figures now. So you might get Caballero, Itama
Before he goes
pretty soon. Yeah.
But is it like bad? Because I know he had cancer, right?
He has a tumor in his brain.
Tumor.
He's losing his cognitive functions. His memories were the first things going.
Maybe that's why he hasn't been around as much. Why Riyadh season hasn't been as prevalent.
But he might also, that's what I'm saying, but he might want to see, considering he's been big on Itama and more recently pretty big on Caballero, that might be, you want to see this now. You don't want to see it marinate, as it probably should.
I mean, Caballero hasn't really fought. Yeah, I mean, Caballero hasn't fought, a good, decent opponent since Zhang. And before that, I mean, Zhang is whatever. Before that, it was what? Magurov?
Nah,
There was Frank Sanchez before Zhang.
There's Robin Chisora too, in Monaco.
Well, then you got I think that if Itama were to fight Caballero at the same time, Caballero is proven to be a spoiler, but it's also against guys who are, not as good. I mean, I'm saying that in hindsight, so,
I'm just, genuinely, I think Itama's good enough to make the jump anytime because heavyweight has always been top heavy. Honestly. Heavyweight is always kind of top heavy in that, you're never going to be able to gradually ascend like you can in other weight classes. You just kind of have to take a shot at the top guy.
No, I feel like in this current generation, you're able to, because there's enough older gentlemen that you can do that with.
Yeah, again, it also depends on how you perceive Caballero. I do not perceive Caballero as all of that. This is very much like another Dillian White 300 whatever days is mandatory situation.
No, I see it as if I see Caballero as a good fighter, but I need to see him in more competitive fights.
Well, yeah, but if that happened, you'd see the Povetkin thing happen.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
The
I
uppercut
was gonna
KO?
say not exactly an uppercut, but I mean, who was the guy who he fought last time in Germany who was just touching him up, but smaller heavyweight can't really finish the job, but he was fighting a guy who was really putting it on him. It very much, how long? Polish guy, Damian Nipa, or whatever. Big heavyweight, but not like a, pretty empty undefeated record. And it was very almost White Oscar Rivas where you go okay, so here's an opponent you really should have dominated that you mostly dominated. You looked ways, you showed the fact that you clearly have not progressed. You've shown this clear weakness. I don't know. I am not big on Caballero because this is we've seen this exact type of heavyweight before. He is not that special. I think the attention span.
He's not that. You know what? I think he's not. I agree with you. We've seen him before, but in this current crop of heavyweights, is someone that's not really like everybody else. He's a little more unique with a current crop.
Like it's just so like, okay, he's either fought like trash, or like clearly like old guys who are already on their way out, basically, without like wasted potential guys, if that makes sense.
I get what you're
Like-
saying.
Like
Yeah,
Sang
I
and
got
Frank
you.
Sanchez were never going to reach the top, like the tippy top of the division, barring Sanchez's like fighting Richard Torres, and then like, you know, barring any particular out of the ordinary movement, these were guys who were never going to reach it on their own, that were like older guys.
Older guys, isn't Frank Sanchez only like 32?
Frank Sanchez looks older than my father, and my father is in his 50s. And Zhang is so old he's having repeated kidney failure, but also he doesn't drink water, so.
He doesn't even have to cut weight. Why are
He
you
just forget-
dehydrating yourself?
Like, I'm just saying, like, these guys are. The guys he fought are very particularly, like, these are old guys who are very weak to, body pressure. Especially Zhang. Like, we saw he knocked out Zhang with a body shot, and I'm like, yeah, Jerry Forrest had Zhang in the ER because the guy just doesn't drink water for whatever reason. Like, it's very smoke and mirrors. Like, Makhmudov looked more hurt against Dave Allen than he did against Caballel. Dave Allen is just fat and terrible and couldn't really follow up on it. But
Leo, how you feeling?
Let's see. The picture as it stands now, Caballel's a full champion, Daniel Dubois is a full champion, now Murat Gassiev is also full champion.
Morioka.
Oh yeah, he has a fight coming up that we'll talk about next time. But that leaves the IBF, and it makes me. I really think that Frank Warren is going to push Italma up that road to get more titles in his stable. So it'll be Frank Sanchez against Italma, maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what I think is going to happen. I think they're going to move Italma up the IBF route just to increase the hardware. But when it comes to them unifying with each other, who do you guys
Again,
think
as long-
stands on top of those three if they become titleless?
Italma, or yeah.
Above
think it's
That's
Dubois?
kind of hard because you know what? It just depends on who Itama fights. Because if they rush him, I genuinely feel like that if they rush him and he gets caught, it could affect him for the rest of his career.
Well, I don't know.
Because the
like,
guys he's fighting are big.
But he's also big, and it's not like if he showed vulnerability during his eye test, like during the eye test, I'd be like, okay, like we'll get into Boots having something people claim is a bit of a weakness that you saw from the very start when he was on Showbox. But like you don't see that with
And that
Italma.
also been pointing out too, by the way. I forget. I've
He's
been
a
pointing
very
it out.
skilled heavyweight.
I'm not gonna hate on him later, but you know.
He's a very
Yeah, I agree.
he's a very, very, very skilled heavyweight. It's just there's no way around it, and it's not like it's not he hasn't fought anyone can like chin check him. Like Jermaine Franklin is a good guy for seeing if your chin sucks and if you're shitting your pants at contact.
Well, his chin was never even touched. So
Yeah, and Anthony Joshua's was. And he was shitting his pants the whole time with Jermaine Franklin. quite also.
We just gotta wait and
like,
see.
Like you haven't. There's a level of fragility that you see in most heavyweights that you haven't seen yet in Itama.
We just gotta wait and see.
Yeah, we'll have to see how this situation plays out.
But I don't think the thing is that there's a difference between like if you get knocked out at heavyweight, it happens. Like it's genuinely that's the appeal of the division. That being said, if there is a sustained beating that starts occurring, then if his corner doesn't pull him out, that's when we see that's when we should have more of a concern.
That's
And
when
who's in his
fighters
corner?
change.
Who's in his corner? Oh, you're not gonna.
Enlighten me
this
who's in
one.
his corner.
Ben Davison.
Yeah. So
Yeah. I wonder who.
Oh no.
Back to that theory I had that Ben Davison is gonna be horrible for his career in the future, but
I
digress.
think this is a Virgil Hunter scenario.
How so?
Mediocre to terrible trainer who just had generational talent to walk through your doors. Like Virgil Hunter is a horrible trainer, but you know what? Andre Ward walked through his doors.
So you mean Bozienis type situation, right?
Well, the product of Bozienis' sperm is different to just having a shitty boxing gym and someone walking through it. The difference.
Bozienis has turned some ships around.
That too. Virgil Hunter is just...
He made Amir Khan worse. He made Abner Mares worse. Those are just the two that come to mind.
Dude, Abner Mares' eye was falling out in training because of this guy. Where it's... Those are just ones that come to mind. It's very much... you are not a great boxing trainer, prime talent that is so insurmountably great, walks through your door. All you have to do is keep them in shape, pretty much, and teach them, the bare basics. The IQ disparity between Andre Ward and his trainer was crazy, and I think it's the same thing here. Especially at heavyweight, because heavyweight is not good on average. You do not need as much as at heavyweight. So the fact that, we could train Moses Itama.
Just gotta keep him on the 1-2s on the pads.
To be undisputed. We just gotta keep him in shape and keep his mind sharp. We don't even have to do anything. So I think that's the case here, where they could... anybody could train... Itama, and it wouldn't be an issue. Granted, there are trainers that could make him better, but he's also so much better that it's not worth postulating about.
About where he should go instead.
Yeah, there's no oh, he does this deficiency or his IQ sucks. No, he very clearly does all the right things all the time. And he's also just better than most of the heavyweights.
In spite of boxer size, Ben.
So he has a net zero in his corner, but it's very much while there's a case where he actually could have been way better with an actual trainer who didn't teach him from YouTube videos. But similar concept of you are a bad trainer. The prime material walks through the doors. You don't have to do that much to get him very far, especially as a heavyweight.
Especially with power like that. And I mean that for both Wilder and for Itama.
Yeah. And power and athleticism like that, that heavyweight, you don't need that much. You have it. So I don't see it as a concern. Especially again, Usyk is on his way out. The only heavyweight who could have in a 5-year radius in either direction who could have posed a thinking challenge is absolutely Usyk.
Well, it makes me wonder because at some point he's going to have Dubois in the opposite corner, and Don Charles does have. He seems to have a better formula at work in his gym than Ben Davison.
Oh, absolutely.
And I wonder when are the intangibles going to start coming into play?
Honestly, if I feel like from watching them, the eye test implies if you really are high on Itama that he should be able to pick Dubois out because um we've seen the best examples of like people like Charles getting Dubois to use his jab and leverage. Like the best opponents this has worked on have been like Hrgovic and Wardley. So I feel like Hrgovic will be the measure of like if you really can not have to dip into the intangibles with an opponent of that speed. Because Dubois isn't that explosive, but he's quite precise because of how Don Charles handles him.
Oof.
ki-
Go on.
Now I'm saying he's quite lumbering. His jab is not better than Itauma's. His jab is better than Wardley and Joshua's, who are guys who. It's extra disappointing with Joshua, but also, you have to consider Davidson was training him for that Dubois fight, and Joshua is someone who actually needs a good coach. They tend to abandon their jabs. I don't think that's the one thing I think Itama's been really solid on, where even if his opponent is, to put it bluntly, a can, he still stays on his jab to set everything up.
Well, let's keep it rolling. We got a few more pieces of news. Vito Melnicki signs with Matchroom. I know the world has been waiting to hear about Melnicki.
He didn't sign with Zuffa, which is a win here.
Do you think that Zuffa would be a good spot for a guy like Melnicki?
Depends. How much of Melnicki are you willing to see?
I mean, I don't watch a whole lot of Zuffa, so I don't know.
Yeah, maybe then. I was gonna say, how much on the shelf do you want him? He's not great, but he is at 160.
With Adamas moving up and Janibek out of the picture for a little bit.
And he is in the rankings for all of them. He's in the rankings for everything except the WBA, I think.
I believe you're correct.
He has a IBF trinket, a WBC trinket, and a WBO trinket. So he's at least in the rankings. So, could be very interesting there. So, let's see. That being said, I'm not a. He's also very mediocre, so we have to. If he wins if we have to see Lara put him out the pasture eventually, I'll kind of cry laughing because I'm like, there's a non-zero chance he picks up a belt and then Lara unifies and kills him.
And this is like a mid-40s Lara.
Lara is 43, and I have 100% certainty that he puts Melnicki out to pasture in 6 rounds. So, the state of middleweight is great, guys.
Glamour division.
Glamour division, we have people moving up because they can't find anyone to fight, people busting for drugs, cheating, people busting for the entire pharmacy against 43-year-olds, and for the aforementioned 43-year-olds reigning king atop this division, as literally aging out, literally somehow outlasted everyone. So
Marlon Tapales is moving up to 126. Again, I know the world has been waiting. He beat MJ, so that was fun. Ended up getting sparked by Inoue, as we all knew he would.
Oh yeah.
And now here he is, moving up in weight. Just given the champs at 126, I don't see this move going really well for Marlon.
No, I think it's just,
Getting
you're older, the weight cuts
Yeah.
are harder. You still feel like you have some juice left. Give it a go, see what happens.
Give it a go.
Yeah, the phrase "give it a go" has been tainted, but that's
Josh Kelly will be defending his title against Kevin Agiarco. This will be in a few weeks on the AJ Prenga undercard.
yeah, they made this guy up.
Agiarco?
It's big news.
They made this guy up. This is an AI generated boxer.
I saw him fight Ishmael Davis. That's
what
how
I'm
I know
saying,
how to
like-
pronounce his name.
I'm recognizing the guys he fought, but I for some reason I've like memory hold his existence. Because I remember watching the Troy Williamson fight. Because that was Conlon getting killed by Jordan Gill, yeah. But I just like memory hold his entire existence. So, I guess Josh Kelly does deserve a soft touch. Considering he just beat Bakram Murtazaliev. I'm not mad at it, as I probably should be. But, it'd be even funnier if Agyarko wins. Because then we can see another belt holder at 154 before a certain Californian. A certain Californian who...
Isn't he from San Antonio?
A certain Texan. Honest, it's... There's a Wikipedia page. Never mind, I just saw. He was supposed to fight Brandon Adams. And that's the one. When Brandon Adams collapsed in his hotel room. He was supposed to fight Brandon Adams. Okay, it's coming back to me. I don't.
What happened
remember
with the
that
Brandon?
well.
What happened with Brandon? Oh my god, I can't fucking speak. What happened to Brandon Adams again?
collapsed in his hotel room after the weigh-in,
Really?
so the fight got canceled.
That's fucked up. I don't remember that.
No, that's like it's coming back to me. It's coming back to me.
Well, that's all we got on the news front, unless there's anything I
Excellent.
missed.
No.
Oh,
I don't
beloved listener, there might be something you're thinking we didn't bring up, but we'll talk about it next time, I assure you.
Exactly.
Let's see here. If you want to join us in Discord, we get together for all the fight nights. We have a grand old time. We have little pick'em games for like contentious main events, like the one we just went through that we'll talk about next time. lvx.be/discord. If you'd like some behind the scenes and ad-free stuff, lvx.be/patreon. The phone line, 833-589-7637. Hit me up in WhatsApp. I want to hear what you think about Usyk vacating his titles. What's up with Caballel and Dubois now, and Gassiev are fucking full-on champions now. What do you think? 833-LUX-PODS. Let's be real. Building or rebuilding credit can feel like trying to open a door that's already locked. You need credit to get credit, right? It's a loop that doesn't make much sense. So, meet Current. It's the key that actually fits into that lock. Current doesn't just help you build your future, it helps you handle your right here and now. Unlike most secured cards that lock your cash away, Current offers a cash advance feature that's available on qualified direct deposits. Because life doesn't wait for your credit score to go up before the card needs a repair or the electric bill needs to be paid, Current loves to give a good head start by putting money back in your pocket. Set up a qualified direct deposit of $200 or more with Current, and you'll get a $100 bonus right to your account. It's $100 just for signing up. No jumping through hoops, no hidden traps, just a path to better credit, cash when you need it, and $100 to kick things off. Go to lvx.be/current and get signed up today, or use referral code LEONARDA798. Think about everything you've done online today. Your private emails, your bank logins, photos that you backed up, and every site that you visited. Now think about how many companies are quietly watching, logging, and selling that information to the highest bidder. In the modern world, your digital footprint is being tracked at every turn. It's time to take back your privacy with the Proton Suite. Most companies offer a single tool and call it security, but Proton is different. It's a complete privacy-centric ecosystem designed to build a fortress around your digital life while having a suite of tools that all work together to ease your digital life. With one subscription, you get a lightning-fast VPN to mask your location, fully encrypted cloud storage for your most important data, and a secure email service that keeps your conversations private. There's also a high-end password manager to ensure you never have to reuse a weak password again. Everything is protected with zero-knowledge encryption, which means only you have the keys. Not even Proton can see what's inside your stuff. Stop being the product and start being the owner of your data. Go to lvx.be/proton and get your first month free when you sign up with our link. lvx.be/proton. Fun. Oh man, the reviews are light. Boy, oh boy. Let's start with Sunday, June 14th. Salida Promotions in Grand Rapids, Michigan. Just some selects that I wanted to point out. Bryant Jennings gets a UD. So Unk still got it. Represent for us, Bryant.
Unk still got it.
Hunk still got it.
Troy Isley makes his Salida debut, gets a stoppage in 5 over Leonardo Di Stefano. I will be writing him a strongly worded letter to change his name for being a fucking loser. Joshua Pagan, UD over Rodolfo Bustamante. And Jonathan Gonzalez drops the ball, gets beat by Abraham Perez. Moving to MF Pro at Thunder Studios. Just a few selects. Ernesto Mercado, KO2 over Juan Carlos Burgos. It was a nice fight. Ernesto is really building himself up here. I appreciate seeing him not go to Zuffa. I think he was a 360 promotions guy. Our co-main, Devin Cushing, gets a UD over John. Is it Jahan? It's a J apostrophe H-O-N.
John, yeah, looks like that.
I'm going with Jahan Ingram. And Ashton Silv, UD over Jojo Diaz.
Jesus Christ, this was a painful watch.
It was a tough one.
This was a tough one to watch. Not because of JoJo's lack of trying or effort or being terrible or being a pedophile. Alleged pedophile. No, actual pedophile.
I think it was adjudicated. I think he's
legit.
legit.
Yeah, he was ordered to pay damages to that teenager. So yes, pedophile. Yeah, what's wrong with Sylvie?
I don't know, man.
What's wrong with him? Yeah.
All of the ingredients were there for Sylvie to produce something, and he cruised for no reason.
And even Cruz, he was actually getting like pushed back
Yeah,
and touched
in
up.
the later rounds, he was getting his shit pushed in.
Facing some difficulty.
He did.
I'm like,
This
what's
guy's
wrong with
Regis
you?
Pro Grade, late stage Regis Pro Grade level.
And they were rocking each other in that Regis Prograde fight. At least they were going like band for band. This was just Sylvie getting pushed in for a couple rounds. Not great. What do you guys think Sylvie does next?
It's
I'm
gonna
not
be
even
another
sure what
shitter.
he should do. Yeah, I was about to say, it's got to be some other... Might be another MF Pro guy.
Jesus. Send him to the Pro Box, dude.
2-3 years, forget.
Yeah, Pro Box, forget if you have hope in him. If you don't have hope with him, ship him to Zuffa. Ryo needs guys.
True dat.
Ryo needs to be fed, so send him to Zuffa. Because like I don't care that he's 22. Like this is like a level of like apathetic mediocrity that you can't fix. You know?
I would say that's a really good fork in the road. If you believe in him, you match him tough like Pro Box. If you don't
Yeah.
believe in him, then send him to Zuffa to get fucking eaten alive.
Yeah, Ryo can eat him up, and you get actually a pretty decent promoter's cut out of it. Because, Dana White only robs the fighters, so. Pretty good. I just, like, I saw some of the hype when he was on the Jake Paul shows.
Yeah, I saw him.
Because,
on a few
like,
of those.
he had some potential and he had energy, right? Like, there was a,
He had swag.
there's a bit of a rough diamond that you can polish out, that you can buff out, right? But this was really apathetic against JoJo, who like JoJo looked pretty happy that if you gave him an excuse to, he could have lied down and left early.
I'm going to go one step further and say, send him to Pro Box and send him to Robert. Robert does wonders with guys that are like Ashton Sylvie.
It depends on whether Sylvie wants it though. He looked so apathetic. That's the word I'll keep using here, because it's really.
Like Jared Anderson, apathetic.
Well, Anderson doesn't want to box, period. He looked. But the thing is that if you start pushing Anderson's shit in, he reacts. Like with Charles Martin, right?
Didn't
like,
do
he
so
kinda
well
came
with
to-
Martin
I guess,
Bacoli.
Yeah. He is a. That was bad matchmaking. But he was kind of listless at the start with Martin. Martin really started giving it to him, and he reacted. Here it was like you're basically like, it's the equivalent of you ever watch that scene, The Sopranos, when Vito's actually doing a hard day's work?
It can't be only 11:15.
Yeah, like
It's fucking 11:15.
fuck. Like, yeah, like that's what it felt like. Like he was struggling not to look up at the clock.
There can't be 2 minutes left in the round. Ah, shit. There's 2 minutes left in the fucking round.
Yeah. Like, and I don't even respect JoJo that much in his prime, but I'm saying like a JoJo who
Prime JoJo?
Not even prime JoJo. Like
Let's say.
JoJo 6 years ago, who still gave a shit about boxing instead of sexting teenagers.
JoJo 6 years ago was... he was never good.
JoJo 6 years ago was a flyweight, by the way. Or no, it was a featherweight.
Yeah, it's a feather.
He's a featherweight, and we were at 147 now, so. Mother of God. It's just tough. Not to watch JoJo like this. I need JoJo against someone a little better who can stop him repeatedly, but Sylvie, like, I feel like, especially because a lot of the dialogue in the lead up to him having more of a stage, I guess, on this one, headlining it, was, Jake Paul abandoned me, MVP abandoned me, I still have a lot more in me, I'm just 22, I'm way more talented than why they dropped me, and then he shows us this.
Yeah, well, now we know why we dropped you.
Yeah, like, it's a soft admission that, they were fucking right to drop you, dude.
Maybe
Wow.
Bozy can help Ashton.
We just need a guy who, honestly, who's his trainer now? Actually,
No idea.
I was gonna say he's probably had his own trainer forever. Nah, his dad
Yeah,
and
Ivan.
Ivan. Yeah, so like you need a okay, so you need a real trainer, is what I'm hearing. Yeah, he's
That's Robert, dude. I
training-
don't know. Bozy's not gonna be the good.
No, I don't think Bozy's a
reformer
good
that we
fit,
think.
but I think Robert might be a better fit. You just need someone to put some more energy into you.
More time and attention. Some more TLC.
Just you need to have more energy when you're fighting these crossroads fights.
That's Robert's middle name is TLC.
Especially like he needs a new environment. You know what? If Abel Sanchez is still training, guys, I wouldn't mind Sanchez as a shout. Get a new environment because I'm reading that he's training out of like Floyd's like gym in Las Vegas, like
the one
the
that
one that
Pacquiao
basically-
took over.
yeah, basically he's training there, and he's training with his dad at home, and I'm just like, you need to. I feel like Big Bear. It won't do much for the skills, but he clearly has the skills. He just doesn't have the intangibles.
Big Bear or Indio.
That's what I'm saying. Like, Big Bear's a good change of scenery. Able, make you work. I feel like Kronk is also a good choice because, Sugar Hill's no Manny, but he's still extremely serviceable.
He's done
Just-
okay on his own.
Yeah, again, he's no Manny isn't
Oh,
even an
for
insult.
sure, for sure.
He's no Manny is you're not the greatest trainer of all time. But I'm saying like there are guys who are not your dad who can give you that change in scenery you would probably like.
Let's keep it rolling. We got 2 more cards that are just very special. Queensberry
No.
on DAZN at St. Mary's Stadium in Southampton, England. Shit, dog. I got main event Ryan Gardner, UD over Michael Magnesi. Interim WBC super featherweight title was on the line. The WBC is becoming very WBA like in the way that they throw out interims and stuff.
And then make the champion the favorite fucking guy in the world. And not have the interim fight the champion.
Never
even though they're number
consolidate.
one.
Never
Never
consolidate.
This is why we stand with the IBF and nobody fights it. Nobody fights with the IBF. One of the best guys.
Who's really turned it around in recent years since they got that new CEO or whatever, the WBO?
Yeah, the W-
Yeah, they've been pretty good.
They've really turned it around, and I really appreciate it.
Yeah, but you can still tell that, they got a good relationship with Bob.
Oh, of course.
Whatever Bob orders.
Yeah. Whatever Bob orders is quite correct, but we'll talk about that next time. I have a comment about that next time.
Let's move to Golden Boy on DAZN at the Front Wave Arena in Oceanside, California. Let me pick out a few moving up the bill. Fucking Joshua Edwards, stoppage in 2. Back to your usual winning ways. Over Gareth Payton.
The new top American heavyweight, Joshua Edwards.
I'm here for it, baby. When the day that there are no Joshua Edwards fans is the day that I'm dead.
I think I made a joke about we were talking about it in the Discord chat earlier, and I saw American Heavyweight and was like, he doesn't have the makings of a varsity athlete. He is. I saw American Heavyweight. I'm out. I like him, but like, oh man, it's best. My expectations are low as a result of American Heavyweight.
And his last outing.
Well, that too.
My expectations of an American heavyweight, I just completely fucking plummeted.
He's not welcome in our social club no more.
Social club? He's gotta go.
Oh, man.
He was gay, Dan Raphael?
Oh, that's so good.
All right,
Oh my God.
moving up, Ruslan Abdullayev gets the stoppage in 5 over 8
Sorry,
in Orestes
I
Velasquez.
did confuse him for Shagayev for a second. I was like, he's still around?
Nah.
No, different guy.
Yep. And main event, Oscar Collazo stops Nader Valdez in 2. This was contested at flyweight. They had opponent 1, Joey Canoy, lined up. He couldn't get his visa lined up, so they got a second opponent. Again, could not get the visa lined up, and this was the third option.
Classic. This is.
You love the
Man.
tiny guys.
This is pretty normal for the tiny guys at this point of especially at minimum weight, like random. Basically, you don't even know who you're fighting on fight day.
Well, we'll talk about later. Joe Cordina got a visa issue as well.
Yeah, it's generally
also
been
got
an
in
issue
trouble.
with the States. To be fair,
With the U.S., it has been lately. Yes.
yes. To be fair, Cordina's visa issue is incredibly stupid and self-inflicted in a way.
Yeah.
Like, what did we do? What are we doing that? What Cordina did?
Let's get to that.
Yeah.
Let me put some last notes in here. The social media handle, LVX Media Net. You can hit us up on whatever. I think we got a tag saying high praise for the podcast on Instagram. Let's see, wherever you're listening, if you could hit us with a rating, it helps move us up the search algorithm. And if you're feeling a little extra, why not hit share? Drop us into your boxing group chat. The calendar, luxmedia.net/boxing, I think is pretty well put together, but I might be a little biased. And while you're there, check out the written content. What do we got? What's the latest we got? The Ode to Pro Box.
Ode to Pro Box, which the scarily bad time considering the rumors that came out as soon as it was written and published. But we're good, and I'll probably do a review of the heavyweight landscape once a certain fight this week. Is it this week or next week?
Next week.
Next week occurs. I have that in the works. I do want to mention from our last thing, Yair Gallardo and Bunit Bisla fought, and Gallardo won a unanimous decision with Bisla down in the second round. My thoughts on this are quite simple. I think Bisla needs to move down to 168. He's tall, he's 6'2", but his frame is not built for light heavyweight. He weighed in at 170 for this fight.
Oh no.
He's not made for.
That's a whole 5 pounds. Like if you were at 173, maybe, but
like when he fought Khalil Ko, like, you know how Khalil Ko's like, yeah, he's an actual light heavyweight, right?
Yeah.
But Ko is shorter than Bisla and still looked like dwarfed him in size. Just physical presence and size. I don't even think Bisla's all that bad for a Canadian boxer. He's just, you know, knowing his management, they match him as tough as possible as soon as possible. But it's just light heavyweight is not it for this man. We've seen twice that, if the size disparity wasn't that enormous, he'd probably had been given more of a chance to win those fights.
And 168 is open right now, right?
Yeah, like it's pretty easy to get into the mix and become a prospect instead of taking weird fights at 175. Because he's not bad. He's not bad at all. From the eye test, you cannot make it at 175 being physically outgunned by every guy you fight.
Yeah, coming in 5 pounds light, that tells me that you're not rehydrating the same way that those guys are.
Yeah, but it's just his frame, Like I need to see it. Like you need to try to get to 168, and if you can't, you can't. But at least try working your way down through some catch weights. Yeah, give it a go, because there's a lot more success at 168 when the guys are the guys go from like 5'10" to 6'4" to like Mbili 5'8". Like they're more years, so they're definitely more your speed, and you get to use a lot more of your leverage. Anyways, moving on.
All right. You ever feel like you're staring at your screen through a thick layer of fog? You've got the coffee, you've got the to-do list, but your brain just isn't clicking into gear. Most of us just reach for another hit of caffeine, but that usually just leads to a crash, not a breakthrough. It's time to upgrade your cognitive fuel with psilocybin. This isn't just another supplement, it's a powerhouse of magical mushrooms that's been used for centuries to support mental clarity. It's the key weapon for anyone who needs to stay sharp and focused for the long haul. Psilocybin works by supporting your brain's natural ability to grow and repair neurons. We're talking improved memory, sharper concentration, and a steady flow of mental energy that doesn't leave you jittering, just alert. Whether you're grinding through a complex project, studying for a big exam, or you're just trying to stay locked in on what you're doing, this is the clarity you've been looking for. Stop struggling with the fog and start tapping into your full potential. Go to lvx.be/soul, get 30% off your order, help us out a little bit in the process. That's lvx.be/soul. I'm going to keep it a buck with you. After spending 6 years in the military and throughout my life since, I've tried my fair share of energy drinks. All the different brands, all the different flavors, and it took some time to find a favorite. But if you're looking for an alternative to the energy drink jitters and skipping the morning trip to the coffee shop, then you need to try Dubby. Dubby is a powdered energy drink that replaces other caffeine beverages. It contains 0 maltodextrin, 0 fillers, 0 artificial colors or dyes, and no proprietary blends. The star of the show is the coffee fruit extract, which helps with focus without the jitters or crash. Go to lvx.be/dubby and check out all the different flavors. I got Tiger's Blood. It's like a strawberry coconut kind of mix, but I'm definitely going to be sampling the catalog to find the flavor that I like best. We've partnered with Dubby to get that locked in feeling that helps us focus on what we do best. Whether you're getting dialed in for work or getting dialed in for Saturday night fights, let Dubby be your fuel. Go to lvx.be/dubby to shop the flavors, get yourself a nice discount, and help us out in the process. That's lvx.be/dubby. Now, into our previews. It is a light weekend. Friday, July 3rd. This is a German word. It's spelled Ruhe, but I don't know if that's how it's actually said. At the Eisport Hall in Essen, Germany. Our favorite, William Skull, is back against Evander Castillo in an 8-rounder.
At light
An
heavyweight,
8-rounder,
it
no
seems.
less.
At light heavyweight, it seems.
Is it?
Oh, that's gonna fix everything.
Castillo's a career light heavyweight. Well, he jumps from light middleweight to light heavyweight, but he's ranked at light heavyweight. Ranked being a very light.
I have it marked at super middle.
Super middle?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's possible that Skull moved up.
Or they could just be at a bit of a flabby catch weight since
Yeah.
it's an 8-rounder.
But just wanted to put that one on the radar just because there's so little boxing this weekend. If you really want to watch something, Friday morning on the West Coast about 8 in the morning, the card starts, and it's a pretty deep event. So expect Skull to be somewhere in the neighborhood of 2.
It's a German card. The venue is pretty cool. Honestly, I like watching German cards regardless of the boxing level just because they are fun.
They show up. The people show up.
They show up. The production quality is also great. Like, you're going to see 4K cameras most likely, which you never see anywhere else.
Does the zone even render in 4K?
No.
Nope.
But they have the cameras for it at
In the German events?
the German events. They have the production, so it'll be. It's always worth watching just to see what boxing could be like if everyone cared this much.
And Saturday, July 4th, happy birthday, America. We've got...
This is the real White House card.
This is the real fucking deal. All-American boxing on July 4th. So Top Rank at the Wolstein Center in Cleveland, Ohio. From the bottom up, Abdurrahman Mason. He's 2-0 versus Alvaro Huisa.
They got all the Masons.
Yeah, the second Mason brother, Ibrahim Mason versus Eric Hanley, 4 rounds at super feather. Derek Davis versus Carlos Ramos, 8 rounds at lightweight. Delonte Johnson versus Christopher Guerrero, 10 rounds at welter. Bruce fucking Carrington versus Rene Palacios at the WBC featherweight title is on the line. The commemorative belt is not the WBC's best work this time around.
Never is.
Mm-hmm.
They do some cool ones sometimes, but this one ain't it.
It's always the most ill-fitting fights for the cool ones. I think the only fitting fight for a cool one was that money belt for the Mayweather McGregor fight. That money belt was hilarious and gaudy, and it was great.
But it's the type of shit that those dudes like.
Yeah. I wonder if Floyd still owns that belt, or if he had to if he had to pawn it. Yeah, that's why I wonder if he still actually owns that belt.
Main event, WBO lightweight champion Abdullah Mason against late replacement Albert Bell. So what was it with that Cordina? What was the situation with that?
Road rage incident where he was waving a gun around at the person he was road raging at.
They allowed guns in Wales?
Oh,
No.
I see that. Where did you get that from?
No, hence the whole
Hence
visa
the
issue.
problem. Yeah, okay.
So that's why I'm like, normally, especially with the minimum weight guys we just talked about, I'm like, okay, this is blatant. Like, you're from a country they don't want. Type.
You fight at a
You
weight
know.
no one gives a shit about, so...
No one gives a
Go
shit
home.
about you, dirty immigrant. See ya. But with this one, I'm like, you did it to yourself, man. What are you doing in Wales, waving guns around at people?
What are you doing in Wales with a gun?
Yeah.
I don't care how bad the other driver's pissing you off. Like, you have a world title fight next week. What the fuck are we doing?
Well, honestly, this fight might even be better than the
Albert
Cordito
Bell.
fight.
I agree. Bell is a little unproven. I don't mind him. He's just kind of old for lightweight. Is my
Old, but
only-
you know he's unproven. Like,
he's
we don't know
also
what
six-
to
he's
make.
he's also 6 foot.
Exactly.
6 foot at lightweight?
Yeah.
Bell is
Goodness
also
fucking gracious.
Bell's also 6 foot. What I will say mainly here is I really want Mason to just listen to his corner, please, bro.
Oh my god. Of all the fights that you're going to follow their advice, please let it be this one.
For the love of God, dude, I was so the Sam Noakes fight was only competitive because Mason would piece Noakes up and then he'd stop listening to his corner. Just I was pulling hair at the end of that fight.
No, I mean, Abdullah Mason, he's solid. We all know he's solid. And
Yeah,
you're
like-
right. He gave away those rounds against Sam Noakes. And the thing is that if he does that against someone that's unproven, it could be a pretty hard night, I'll say.
With
Now
that type
Rebel
of height
from-
advantage.
Exactly. And his reach is 73 inches.
Jesus Christ.
For lightweight, that's pretty fucking crazy. I've seen enough Albert Bell to know that he's going to be a really formidable opponent for Abdullah. I think, honestly, he's probably a better opponent than Sam Noakes. Probably might be Abdullah's hardest fight in his career. That might be a weird thing to say considering how much we don't really know about Albert Bell. But I don't know. I just think it's going to be a rough night for Abdullah.
Agree. I think. Oh my God! It's just like this should be a wash. He will not. It's almost a guarantee. He will not listen to his corner.
Try to
Oh,
put
well,
on
look
a flashy performance.
Not even. It's just like there's no IQ. There's just zero. If he listened to his corner, things would be easy because he has all the gifts and all the talent and the ability to do it.
Abdullah, you're my all-American boy, man. You're the all-American fighter. Like, come on, dude. You gotta pull it together, especially on this event.
Please, man.
I don't know. I genuinely think that this is probably going to be Abdullah's hardest fight.
With those
Yeah, I can't-
physical advantages for Albert Bell, like, I think you're fucking right.
Like,
He's never
going
faced
to-
anything like that.
He's going to be punished even more so for being a dumbass, which he will be a dumbass.
he
will be a
inevitably will
dumbass.
be a dumbass.
Yeah, like it's not. I'm not being mean. It's just like because normally you can blame the corner because a fighter will look at their corner for wisdom or any type of adjustment, and sometimes the corner doesn't produce it. Namely, Ben Davidson is incapable of producing anything useful. But no, his corner produced it. His corner's telling him, not even like a complicated, like, let me draw up a play for you. Just very simple, direct instructions that he can clearly listen to for the first minute of a round. So it's just, you can't blame anyone but him.
I think we're going to see a good fight on Saturday.
I think it'll be fun. That being
I got
said,
Abdullah in a
yeah.
knockout. But
Yeah.
hard,
I will be
knockout.
I will be very frustrated. I think it'll be a wide decision.
We'll see.
I'm not even sure what to pick. I'm thinking Abdullah decision as well, but I think it's going to be a hard fight. Abdullah deciding to fight like a fucking moron for whatever his rationale might be, and then facing his own Sebastian Fundora. This has all the makings of a bad night for the Mason clan. That's all we got on the docket, though. Shall we get out of here?
Oh yeah.
All right, so we're heading into the 4th of July. We've got Abdullah Mason on the cards. Parting words.
Don't break my heart, Mason. Please prove who you are in that ring, or else you're being sent to Pro Box.
You know what? Let me. Abdullah Mason listening to his corner before Virgil fights for his strap. That's what we're hoping for. That's what we're hoping for.
Again, I gotta hear this shit every time.
Every single time.
It only ages. It only this joke only ages better.
Talk about age good next time.
I was ready. I was ready for Joel Embiid to what's his face to make a conference finals this year, just to make Virgil the last unachiever standing. But you know,
I'll just repeat my bit. Abdullah Mason, you're the All-American lad this weekend. The fucking world, not the world, the U.S., they're going to be watching you. There's no MMA this weekend. This is it. Like for fight sports, this is it. So, yeah, and this one's going to be on TNT. So it's going to be on cable television. The world's going to be watching. I keep saying the world. America's going to be watching.
we
will be watching. We will be sat down.
exactly.
All right. That's it for this edition of the Boxing B-Sides. Man, we'll see you on the other side of Abdullah Mason. We're going to be talking about Jaron Boots Ennis. Why should a boxing fan watch MMA?
Okay, here's my pitch. The reason that a boxing fan would consider watching MMA in the year of our Lord 2026 is that MMA is cheaper and more accessible than it's ever been in its lifetime. Our biggest organization, the UFC, has done away with pay-per-views. It's now just like a $15 a month payment to Paramount Plus, and you get 40 plus fight cards a year. And it's not just the UFC. You have organizations like ONE FC and Ryzen that put stuff directly on YouTube for free to watch. And you're able to see a wide variety of high level skills. Like, this is not just like amateur hour shit, unless we're talking about the heavyweight division, but boxing fans can relate to the gap of skill there. These are some of the most talented athletes in the world, and they're fighting, especially like, if I can point out the Muay Thai stuff that happens in ONE FC, it's phenomenal. Another reason that a boxing fan would want to jump in now is that I think, unlike a lot of the cards you're used to watching in boxing, MMA cards are worth watching from the start. Like, you don't have to wait until the co-main to see something that isn't complete nerd shit. Most of the times you're seeing, even if it's a lower skill ceiling, you're still seeing fights that are exciting and compelling to watch. We just came off the backs of UFC 327, and that card top to bottom was like absolutely stacked. So great example. You can watch the whole thing for, in bits and pieces or from start to finish in Paramount Plus right now if you subscribe. So Paramount, give us some money. We're doing marketing for you. So that would be my pitch.
Perfect. If you do decide to give MMA a shot, then why don't you check out Ultimate Effin' Casuals? It's kind of the same format. We talk the fights that happened the past weekend, and then the stuff coming up this weekend. Give it a shot. It's Ultimate Effin' Casuals.